What is up, my tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Got some more of this all will be one best of 3. Only 2 or 3 more days until Shadows over Innistrad Remastered hits, and we will get to play some of that. But for now, a little more of the best of 3 world here. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe as always. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card needs. We opened an Azuri Stalker of Spheres. Still have not played with Phyrexia yet. I wish I had opened an Phyrexia instead. I don't think Azuri is very good. Maybe if you're already in blue or green, you take it, but this is not a first pick quality rare. What are the cards that are worth first picking? Retrofitter. Best blue uncommon for sure. Indoctrination Attendant. Solid white toxic creature. Mandible's alright. Batterfist's alright. Prowler's alright. I'm going to take the, not Prowler, Raptor rather is alright. I'm going to take the Retrofitter. And we are going to get past a Nahiri, and we are going to take the Nahiri, because initially, when the format first came out, I'm sure I've said this a couple times now, I didn't really give Nahiri enough credit, but it's a Planeswalker. It comes down as early as turn 3, and it actually does a ton of work. The uptick is kind of a way to protect itself, or even be used as a removal spell, right? If you have a 3/3 and you force a 2/2 to attack, well, you can just block and potentially eat it, right? But yeah, the uptick also forces the creature to attack you and not the Planeswalker. The uptick number 2, discard a card, draw a card. If you don't have a card in your hand, it will simply draw a card, and it's good for just digging. And then even the 0 ability is sometimes relevant, but they took a common here because all 3 uncommons are still in the pack. Passing a Vorak. Easy Nahiri, though. Would be a shame if I just got, like, past a Bladehold Warwhip 3rd pick. Darn. Wouldn't enjoy that at all. Wouldn't enjoy a 3rd pick Rebel Salvo at all. Also a Hexgold Slash in the pack. Let's just put that blue card to the sideboard. This is kind of concerning, actually, that we're getting a 3rd pick Salvo and a Hexgold Slash. So a rare missing or mythic missing here, as well as a common. I am not sure there is a common that's better than Rebel Salvo. Sucks that we're passing Slash, but this is an easy choice. Chimney Rabble here over Oxida Finisher makes a lot of sense. Rabble's also really good with Nahiri, as it'll leave a token around, right? If you get the ETB. Would not be surprised if the Finisher wheels too. I don't mind having access to like one of these in my red-white decks, because generally you're going to end up with 3, 4, I mean even more equipment sometimes. So if you can realistically cast the Finisher for, you know, 5, 6 mana, sure. It is actually pretty good. It's a good start. What is this pack? I guess Resistance Reunited? It's actually kind of funny that this one's uncommon and Complete Devotion is a common, and I would say that Complete Devotion is just a lot better. But yeah, we'll take the Resistance here. Again, if we do end up getting enough good equipment, which we should do if we're red and white, this has some extra utility. Yeah, 2 first pickable cards, I'd say. I mean, Resistance Reunited is not really first pickable, but in fact, generally, I wouldn't want to take that card very high at all. There was just not much else in the pack for us to do. Alright, good solid follow-up, Swooping Lookout. Another card that doesn't look like much, but it actually is okay. It blocks all of the mites in the format. It has Vigilance, so it's a decent blocker. Especially if you can get some of the equipment that pumps power, or otherwise other cards that can pump its power. It actually does a lot of work for a 1-drop. Charge of Mites and a Vanish being passed there. Not a big fan of the Sawblade Scamp in red-white, whereas the Leonin Lightbringer can be decent enough with the equipments, though. You don't normally want to take too many of these, I would say, just because it's easy to load up on 3-drops. That's alright. Alright, our first equipment, speaking of 3-drops, Gold Warden's Helm. Again, similar to the Lookout, not really a card that looks like it does all that much, but surprisingly kind of solid here. Doesn't pump power though, so not super good with the lookout, I guess. Batter Fist, for example, would be able to let the lookout attack for 1, and we wheeled our Batter Fist out of our opening pack. Also, wheeling the Azuri, so if that's not a sign that, yeah, obviously that's not a first pickable card, well, how about a 9th pick card? I am losing out on an Aspirant and a Lightbringer, but the equipment's much more important. And again, better to take a 2-drop than another 3-drop. This is a solid pack. Plated Onslaught can be okay. It's more for the blue-white decks, though, so I think we just want to take the Blazing Crescendo here over Lightbringer number 2. We've seen, yeah, I was going to say, we've seen a ton of Lightbringers this pack, so I don't need to take them very high. Finisher on the wheel, beautiful. That's about as good of a pack 1 as you're going to get for, you know, second picking in a Hiri. Like, obviously, had I gotten maybe a Disruption or a Slash, it'd be a little bit better, but... Well, that's awkward. She is splashable, so I guess I will take the Vraska. I lose out on a Bladegraft Aspirant here, and that's about it, because I don't really care for Porcelain Zealot. Sure. If you do splash Vraska, she will always be a completed Planeswalker, right? Because to hardcast fully, you would need double black, but on the splash, you can pay a single black plus 2 life. It's good enough, though. Definitely strong enough to take and potentially splash if we can get enough fixing. What is this? A Basilica Shepherd now for us? It looks like over nothing. We're not going to wheel anything out of this pack. Need to get some more early game plays here. No fixing, but 3 of the Sphere lands. Take a second Chimney Rabble, I think, here. Don't want the completed. Don't want the Prosthetic Injector. And again, don't want the Scamp, although... No, I don't even think we'd want to consider the Scamp. I guess with the Lean and Lightbringers, the Injector actually isn't that bad. 1 to equip to give them +1/+3 and turn them into 4/5 is actually kind of cute. But I don't think it's going to be good enough. Yeah, I think we'd rather just have the Rabble here. You draw a card, you lose 1 life, proliferate. Ooh, we got past one of the best uncommon, if not the best uncommon in the format, Annex Sentry. Great pickup here. Losing a Free From Flesh, Strider, a second Shepherd, and then a Prism for a little bit of Vraska fixing. If I'm not gonna take Prophetic Prism over, or rather just fixing in general over good cards, so could just be that we end up with a good red-white deck and not need the Vraska on the splash. Chorus, man, again, I don't really like Chorus outside of poison decks. It just doesn't have much synergy. I'd rather take the Gleeful Demolition here as a removal spell / a card that's okay to like go wide if we want to blow up one of our own equipment or other artifacts. Mirren here, Furnace Strider. I want to make sure I get 1 Furnace Strider. I don't think this is an important equipment to pick up. Though I only do have 2 pieces of equipment in the deck currently. I think Strider's slightly better. Another Finisher, I'll take it. I'm unlikely to run 2, especially since I only have 2 equipment right now. I don't think there was a sideboard card in that pack, right? Because this is best of 3, so that would have been a mistake to take the Finisher. Wow! Ooh. You know, it feels like lately, this has been happening a lot to me where we move into red-white and then nobody else is apparently in those colors and we see like 8th pick Bladehold War Whips. So, well, can't complain about that. Skull Bomb over Conviction. Skull Bomb's better with Nahiri, right? Oh no, it's only creatures and equipment, not artifacts. I guess Conviction's okay with like double Lightbringer. It's unlikely we're gonna play that, but Maybe there's a world where we sideboard it in. What's our artifact count at right now? 5? 5 plus Shepherd makes artifacts. I guess Nahiri can get back artifacts. Not sure if the Demolition will currently make the main deck. So what am I in need of? Removal. I need some slashes or disruptions in pack 3 would be great. Or just 2-drop creatures in general. Just like random 2/2s for 2, you know, some duelists or Axiom Engravers or something would be good. Yeah, it's possible we wheel that Prism from whatever pack it was. Three equipment, is that right? Helm, Warwhip, Batterfist right now. That's serviceable. Oh, is that a Chimney Rabble in the Art of the Finisher? Oh, we did wheel the Prism. Okay. So that's one piece of fixing towards Vraska. Though we really don't want to be running Prism in this deck, I would think. Just an awkward thing to be doing on turn 2. Okay, we wheeled the Mirren Bardish here. How about 3 Planeswalkers? What is it like? God, am I passing a Revel, Salvo, Batterfist? Oh, there's a Dune Mover too, for not only a 2-drop, but for fixing for Vraska. So remember, I did not open Nahiri. I got past the Nahiri, I did open Vraska, and I did open Wanderer. It's funny how Wanderer is just the rare, of course, because of the completed Planeswalkers being mythic. Alright, I mean, what can you say? There's another Rebel salvo. That could have been our 3rd salvo. Though obviously we're not passing Wanderer there. Sure. This is also, I think, the 3rd or 4th Cephalopod Sentry we've seen go around. We're just going to take this Shrapnel Slinger here, I think. We did wheel the Prism last time, so maybe we wheel this one as well. There's also an Expanse for a little bit of fixing. Could I actually be turning more into like a red-white control deck of sorts? I definitely could be. This deck is starting to pick up a decent bit of removal now. Wanderer removal, double salvo, sentry. I guess that's not that much. Gosh, now that I've picked up the Eternal Wanderer, I'm more inclined to run cards like Thrill of Possibility, just so that we can dig to our bombs faster. That is a nice Hexgold Hoverwings. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Really, really nice with the War Whip. Makes the creature a 3/2 double striker. Anointer's no good here. Let's take another Slinger. Again, I just want some more 2s, some more early game plays. Charge of the Mites. I don't think we're going to play that. Our creature count is... Well, it says 11, but it's actually more like 16 or 17 because of all of the equipment for Mirrodin cards and then like extra creature or extra cards that make creatures. Will I ever play this Autonomous Furnace? Yeah, maybe 17 lands with Furnace is fine. Filigree Silex is also super nice in the oil deck, which we are obviously not doing. Never going to be playing Sprinter here. There's a chance I want to run second Crescendo, because it looks like I'm probably going to end up cutting that Demolition, I would guess. Although maybe the Thrill of Possibility, like I was saying, is going to be better there. 3rd Rabble, yeah, maybe. There is a chance we run that too. Actually, maybe the Lookout's not good enough anymore. Some late good green cards. I don't know. If I wheel that Prism or the Terramorphic, I'm going to be tempted to throw the Vraska in the deck too. Should be coming up soon if one of them does wheel. So if we were to wheel, say, the Prism, I would add another Prism to the deck. The Vraska would get in. We would shave... Oh, I think this might have been the pack. Maybe we didn't get the Prism. Okay. So with only one Prism, I'm not going to splash for it then. We'll just stick to straight up red-white. Yeah, I'm going to sideboard the Rebuke. Yeah, I guess we can still run the Swooping Lookout if we want to. Not bad, not bad. Missing a Hex Gold Slash and a Planar Disruption, but what can you do? We didn't see any disruptions, and we only saw one Slash where we took the Rebel Salvo out of the pack instead. So 1 2-drop equipment creature, 2 3-drop equipment creatures, 1 4-drop, 1 5-drop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 equipments. That's not bad. Ooh, wow. Curve is a little bit higher than I would want. 3.4. I mean, there's not much to be done about that. Yeah, I mean, okay. This looks decent. We have a few cards that we could be running over some others. I guess maybe I don't want to be running the tap land, but only one of should be fine. And then we go a little bit heavier red than white. Okay. Some decent removal. Wanderer, Nahiri. It's probably got to be worth a couple of wins at least, right? Nice little red-white equipment deck here. Off to round 1 we go. Okay, round 1. I'm generally pretty tempted to mulligan these type of hands, but since our 3-mana spell is a removal spell, I think I'm going to give it a shot to keep. Definitely did not want to see another land off the top there. Holy crap. Okay, well, now I'm regretting our keep. I mean, maybe my deck is so good that I should mulligan a little bit more aggressively. Hopefully they play like a Mantis here and I can just Rebel Salvo it, though. That's really an annoying one to see. Okay. Well, if they attack the Testament Bearer into the Lookout, I will make the trade. That's fine. Black-green. Tyrannax incoming. Annihilating Glare for the full price. Wish that creature was equipped. Pretty glad they're using that on our... Swooping Lookout, though. That's a really, really aggressive use of a hard removal spell. I'm going to kill their poison creature and take 1 extra point of damage. By also leaving the Testament Bearer on the battlefield, we are making it so they don't get to look at a card and maybe cast something better next turn. If they have another removal spell this turn, it's going to be really annoying, and the fact that they used Annihilating Glare on our Lookout means it might be higher likelihood. Like maybe they just have a second Glare or something. They didn't. Okay. Well, in this scenario, that just means they made a really, really strange aggressive attack. I'm going to go with the Lightbringer here instead of the Bardish. Next turn we can play Bardish and hold up Reunited, but it looks like I'm probably going to be wanting to use the Reunited this turn. I will say that Battle Chair is probably going to be what ends up killing us. Because even though they are... Oh, are they going to move it over? Even though they're living off the top... yeah, they are going to move it to the Testament Bearer, it looks like. That's okay, though, right? Because then I can just trade it for the Lightbringer. I don't know if this was a... Wait, isn't this 6 to it? No, it is 7 to equip. Oh. Weird. I think they just messed up. Okay. No, we're definitely going to go for this. Maybe they were thinking about moving it over to the Testament Bearer, but then realized that they could just attack with the 6/6 first and wanted to see what happened. I don't know. I'm okay with that. Oh! That's what they had in their hands. I guess we lose. That's fun. Does duel it to Planeswalkers? It does. But she's on she's on 6. Well, there's only one way to win this game, and that's sending everything at Nissa and then firing off the salvo. Pretty brutal. Oh, did they have lethal? If they had, they maybe I was just supposed to be dead that turn. 5 with 3 creatures. I was probably supposed to be dead if they hadn't like misclicked or whatever happened there. I don't think we have any draws. Alrighty, well, I did keep a hand that was really, really slow. So I guess Rebuke wants to come in versus Battle Chair. I'll just take out the 1-drop. Doesn't seem like we're going to be trying to kill them super quickly. Oh, man. Nahiri and Wanderer versus Nissa. Who will win? I guess whoever draws them first. Go to game 2. Oh, man. I'm on the play, but this hand doesn't do anything until turn 4 at the earliest. I think I have to mulligan that. And now we get a 1-lander here. Okay. Well, purely just a worse hand, but what can you do? Oh, you know what? We're actually going to put the Furnace Strider on the bottom, because with the Thrill of Possibility, I can discard the Shepherd and then maybe get it back for value off of the Eternal Wanderer. Oh, sorry, off of, not Eternal Wanderer, what's it's called? Nahiri. We're not going to play out the Shrapnel Slinger here. We know they have a Battle Chair, and we want to cast Thrill of Possibility just to try to make our land drops. Though I do think it's now going to be worth it to kill their Mere Convert with the Slinger ability, to deny them a little bit of ramp. Okay, we have both of our Planeswalkers. It's not nothing. Oh, there's the Mantis this time. Ay, 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 ay. So, I'm gonna start off by upticking on the Mantis. Make it hit me. And then feels like we're probably going to be discarding our equipment here, assuming we don't find a land next turn, to try and get the rabble online. Although I'm probably still going to discard the mirror in here anyways. Kind of a brutal match this has been. No, can't attack that. Has to attack me. Oh, maybe they just have a glare they're going to use. Sack their cultivator. I don't know. I don't have anything worthwhile in my graveyard right now, so... Estimate bearer again, sure. Alright, let's discard Mirren and hope to hit a land. That gives me somewhat of hope. Some amount of hope. We could also just die to them casting Nissa again, but nothing I can do about that. Okay, going to combat. We can just let Nahiri take 4 damage if we want to, and then, like, chump the Mantis. I think I'm okay with that. Especially since the Mantis doesn't have any more oil counters. So next turn it can only attack as a 4-power creature, and then the Chimney Rabble could trade away with it. Okay, that's fine too. That's honestly fine. Not a bad draw. Still think we want to get the War Whip online first. So once again, the board is looking similar to last game. We just need them to not have Nissa again. Let's see, if they go Forest, Nissa minus, do I lose? +5. 10, 18. Yes, I would be dead. Okay, that's annoying, but not the worst case scenario. Like I said, the Rabble can trade away with the Mantis at this point. That's not great for us. Yeah, our window is closing. I don't think think there's anything I could have done differently in these last couple of games. Gameplay-wise. Like, it might have just come down to mulligan decisions. Not mulliganing our opening hand initially, and then having to mulligan down to 5 here. Yeah, we just drew more removal. Like, I can kill their Testament Bear, but good beats. GG's. Sometimes just having good cards is not good enough if you can't draw the correct stuff otherwise. Yeah, I think our deck's good. It needed some more cheap interaction, sure, but we should be able to pull off a couple of wins with this deck, so let's go to round 2 and hope we can get the next ones. Alright, that's a nice hand on the play. Both colors, enough mana, early removal, Nahiri. And looks like we'll probably thrill away one of these planes now. So they have a Batter Fist on 2. Nice. Nice, okay. Let's get the Helm online. That'll make our Rebel Salvos cost less. Three colors. Into a Mr. Charforger, sure. We'll trade here. Ooh, another nice draw. Well, kind of. Nice draw in the sense that it makes my Rebel Salvos only cost 1 mana now. This might be a game where we get to utilize the discard a card, draw a card for really good value. Okay. Splashy, splashy, it looks like. Definitely going to use the Rebel Salvo end of turn here for mana efficiency. Nice. Alright, so now we can go Hiri. I'm just going to uptick on their Engraver. They don't have to attack with it, obviously, because they could just use the Rummaging ability instead. But what I think our current game plan is just to try to empty our hand and then start drawing extra cards. I mean, even if they attacked the Engraver, it wouldn't be that bad for them since Batterfist just trades with it. It's not like it's eating it for free. Hazardous Blast. Alright, you got me. They don't have much pressure, so... Gosh, I'm a little bit tempted to Rebel Salvo their Cultivator here. But it seems so weak to do that on a freaking 2-1. I don't really care if Nahiri takes a little bit of damage. Okay, well now I think I'm going to go ahead and run it out. And we're going to do it to the Axiom Engraver now. Just drawing free cards seems a little bit too good. The chair again! Okay. So we want to draw Shrapnel Slinger? So we can go land, Mirren, draw free. So we might as well equip. Alright. Well, this has a huge blowout potential, but I think I'm going to make the block. Nice. Wasn't that good for us, but I think it was good enough. Would be okay to find something to do here. That is not bad. So Nahiri will die this turn because they get to battle chair one of their creatures, but so be it. We'll have to use their cultivator to do so. Yep. And the bright side, that buys us quite a bit of time. Just to kill the Nahiri here.
Phyrexia's work continues.
Chimney Rabble, that was also a solid draw. So I can go 4 and 4. Rabble, equip the mirror in. Can actually equip one of the ground mites here. By doing this, we actually push one more damage in theory if they don't block. Oh, I am happy with this too. Trading my might for their engraver's really good. So we can race. It's actually a little bit awkward for them to equip the adaptive with the battle chair because now it can't grow. Not blocking a trampler. Okay. Hey, hello friend. How are you? Well, let's first and foremost attack with our shepherd. Man, I kind of want to just make a 2/2 here or flicker their adaptive. Kind of like flickering their adaptive here, because then they have to spend their whole turn to move the what is it called? Battle chair around. So it'd be a 6/6. Let's move the helm over here to soak up an extra point of damage. They do get their doo-doo back at the end of the turn, the adaptive. Oh, they're going face. I love it. Love that play. I do think I'm going to throw away my token for 2 life. Well, when you're running hot, and that's what I'm doing here with these draws. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than it is to be good. And I'd say we have a nice case of getting lucky there, last couple of draw steps. Okay. I mean, our deck has good cards, we just needed to find them, so. What did we see? Red, green, we definitely want to bring in the Rebuke. Cut the Lookout, seems fine. Rebuke has a lot of good targets in green. They have a lot of 5 toughness creatures, plus we saw the chair again, so. Seems like that should be a reasonable sideboard choice. Let's go to game 2. Yeah, that's easy keep on the draw. With 1 land, even a plains, we have 2 solid enough 3-drops. We obviously have one of our bombs in our hand. So, just need to find a couple of lands here. Certainly couldn't be that hard in a 17-land deck. Thirsty, thirsty. Alright, phew. Not the land I wanted, but a land is a land, so. Cannot complain. Oh, well, if they play a big 4-drop here, that's gonna be bad. That's annoying, but I suppose not the worst. Good, 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 good. I mean, the safe play is just to eat their token. I could eat their cultivator as well, but it's not actually adding mana currently. And the sentry just blocks the rabble straight up, so. Yep, easy. That is fine. That is great. Sentry did more than I could have asked for there. Kill the token, ate a hazardous blast. That could mean they have a second hazardous blast in their hand if they're firing that off so aggressively, or maybe they're just aware that a 1/4... Well, no, they're gonna have some... Yeah, they're gonna have big stuff. Okay. That's one of the 5 toughness creatures I was talking about when I brought in the Molten Rebuke. Good. Good, good, good. One more land would be clutch here. I'm not going to get my hopes up, though, because they've had a really good curve, and now if they just have, like, 1 removal spell for our Strider, we're back on the sad side of things. Yep, reverse rebuke. Good news is I'm probably only taking 4. The fact that they're not willing to trade, though, tells me they could very well have an additional blast in hand. I guess there was a little bit of merit to casting the Mirren there, because we have the 2 Rebel Salvos, and that would have let them cost 2. Okay, that's annoying again. And they give that haste. We are very close to dead. Land for Wanderer next turn, and there's a small chance, because I... Oh, no, I'm going to take 8 here, aren't I? Oh, wow. I am extremely surprised they didn't attack with Cultivator, because now if we do draw land for Wanderer, we can survive. Okay. Should have attacked first, obviously. I probably could have gotten 1 more point of damage in. Well, if they can't kill me this turn, it's probably correct for them to kill the Wanderer instead. Alright. We are not dead. Yeah, another 1-power creature I'm okay with. I guess at this point I am going to go ahead and run out the Slinger, but I'm going to be very sad if they rip their chair off the top. Nice, okay. Oh no, I accidentally attacked with my 1/1 into your 1/2s. Surprised they didn't double block our Shrapnel Slinger if they were gonna make that. I mean, I guess it was a free block on the free block on the 1/1. Oh, did I not play the land? Or rather, did I play the land from my hand instead accidentally? Oh, whoopsies. That was a big mistake. It doesn't kill us. It's pretty good. I guess I should have moved the equipment over. Yeah, let's just play it safe. I messed up here. I played this really poorly. If I move the equipment over and attack with both, then I don't lose to another Hazardous Blast, which I might actually end up doing here. Because if I equip another 2/2 with the War Whip, then they have to lose both their creatures. Oh, no, they don't. They would simply... Okay, never mind. They would go to 1. I don't know why I played that pre-combat either. It didn't make any sense. I keep making pretty loose plays. So, they're not dead on board. They are now dead to the chimney. Ugh. Not gonna say I deserve to win that one, but sometimes luck is with you. All right, we drew our bombs in that match. We cast our bombs, and we won with bombs. 1-1. Let's try to salvage a 2-1 here. All right, this hand's keepable. We do have a 2-drop, excuse me, a 2-drop if we want to just play out a creature on turn 2. We have a Thrill to dig for some white sources, and then we have the Wanderer in our hand already, so certainly a keeper. And there's the white, perfect. We'll go ahead and run out the Slinger here as a blocker for the Kank. Okay. That is somewhat annoying that they have the Canker Bloom, though, because if I Sentry their Observer, they can just Canker Bloom the Sentry. So it looks like we're going to have to let them get some poison on us. Three color. Bant poison, maybe? Bant poison proliferate. Oh, jeez. Is not good. Alright, let's hope that their Cankerbloom trades with our Lightbringer, although I would not expect them to do that since we are playing red-white. We just need to dig for lands now. Okay, and that might have just ended the game. Got a 14 and 3 poison. Oh boy. We are gonna get toxiced out real fast. We're actually hoping that they... attack Nahiri and buy us some time. Because right now, our #1 game plan is just to get to the Eternal Wanderer. So we're almost there. But like they can just hit me for 4 poison this turn if they want to. I bet you they're supposed to ignore our Nahiri here. Yeah. Because they can activate Plague Nurse, put me to 7, and then I just die. Oh, they didn't activate the Plague Nurse ability, though. Okay. Okay. So, good news is they are tapped out. Ah, we need to find exactly Rebel Salvo there, I think. Oh no, we wouldn't even have enough mana anyways. Alright. No point showing them any more information. 3 Tainted Observers, huh? Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. I guess Lookout's pretty bad versus that. Let's just bring in Rebuke again. The Cankerbloom was actually the biggest problem there. Well, kind of. The Cankerbloom was making it more problematic, I should say, because we weren't able to sentry down one of their initial observers. And then, of course, those missing lands didn't help us. If we had been able to resolve the Wanderer on that turn, we might have been able to stabilize. We keep our 3/2 Lightbringer with Ward. They get to keep, like, their Cankerbloom or something. Yeah, no, we might have been okay. Another case of just not having the lands with Wanderer stuck in hand. Game 2 will be on the play. Hand is perfect. 2-drop Batterfist, 3-drop removal. Actually, 2-drop with the Batterfist, and then Nahiri. Very, very nice hand. I might still just play out the Nahiri on turn 3, depending on what they do here. Yeah. I think this is right. We can force the Cankerbloom to trade off with our Batterfist now too, which is great. If they have Ruthless Predation... Oh, no. Nahiri protects herself, right. I was gonna say, if they have Ruthless Predation to kill our token and kill Nahiri, that would be really bad, but that wouldn't even work. Because the Cankerbloom would have to attack us instead. So maybe splashing for disruptions, it looks like. Two white sources, though. Piggy Pig. Going to Rebel Salvo this end of turn since our Mirren would just trade for it anyways. That is a lot of white sources, damn. Okay. I'm guessing they're not just splashing Disruption. Maybe they have like an Eternal Wanderer of their own too. Awkwardly, I think that's right. Because now I get to hit him for 5 instead. Whereas if I move the equipment on, they can just trade. And we still have Resistance Reunited here. Oh, sure. At the end of the day, that's only locking down a 2-2. Technically. Keeping the land in hand in case we draw our... what do you call it? Thrill of Possibility. Sure. It's a good draw too. Alright. This game has gone quite a bit better than the previous, I would say. Not bad. Looks like they might have been flooding out slightly. Or at least they had a couple more lands than I did. So they have multiple disruptions. I don't know if we have much to do against that. Let's just run it back and get that bread. Get that delicious sourdough bread, because sourdough bread is the best. We'll have no arguments otherwise. Alright, maybe Arena doesn't like sourdough bread. Maybe Arena really doesn't like sourdough bread. Alright, on to 5. That's a good 5. Okay. I'm going to pitch Rabble, and I'm actually going to pitch a land here. These 3 cards are fully capable of winning. Oh no. I do need to find a 3rd land in the next few draw steps, but... oh no. Just one. Don't let them go Slaughter Singer into Observer, please. That's still bad. No! I would pitch the land there 100% of the time. 100% of the time. This is just extremely unlucky, I think. Because odds are you're still very likely to hit the land by turn 3. I mean, a little bit too late now, of course. We actually have to play the Sentry out. And the reason is it can actually block another creature, provided they don't have a removal spell this turn. Yeah, alright, good beats. Well, when your opponent's 3-color deck can draw perfectly and your 2-color deck can't really do anything, that's kind of a bad feeling, but what can you do? Dead to any removal here, so. This might be the best deck that I've gone 1 and 2 with. I take 9 poison? Sorry, I go to 9 poison? Sure. This is fine. I'm sure we can win the game still. Nahiri to save the day. Alright. Well, I'd be lying if I said this was fun, but this is all will be won, so that's just given anyways. Thought our deck was pretty good. Like I said, we needed some cheap interaction. I saw 1 slash and I decided to take Salvo over it. I would do that, of course, every time. Didn't see any disruptions, so those would have been good as well, but I mean, obviously we had some crazy good card quality, but some of the games just didn't line up the way you want them to. And I say this all the time, you know, good decks can lose, bad decks can win. There is some variance involved. All you can do is just say, that's magic, baby, and move on to the next. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you back tomorrow. Bye-bye.